Hey everyone, it's Mark, and today we're taking a look at a sovereign citizen who demands $100,000, but instead he ends up getting arrested. You're gonna want your sovereign citizen bingo cards for this one because there's a lot of word salad. Let's roll the video.
Alright guys, so I got stopped by the Boston police. I was literally just about to head out. Just got done visiting my friend, so they look like they're like being kind of strict, so I just wanted to go live. Yeah, I actually have the Constitution in the window here, sir, and American jurisprudence, the conflicts of law. You know, I'm actually an investigator with the National Action Task Force.
Right, I don't know what that is or what that means, but
yeah.
You need to have a driver's license or some kind of registration on this car.
Yeah, I'm totally legit, sir.
Yeah, I don't believe you are, sir.
Yeah.
Where are you coming from? What state?
I'm a traveler.
I live. What state were you traveling before this?
I just drove from South Carolina from here.
Up to here?
Yeah, I'm visiting a friend here in Boston.
Well,
so,
you have nothing on you, no ID or anything like that.
Yeah, I do, sir. This is my private identification. I tried to hand it to you multiple times.
Though, you know what I mean?
Sir,
you don't have a driver's license?
I've canceled my contracts with the government, so you guys no longer have jurisdiction to, prosecute and tow my vehicle because it's no longer under your jurisdiction. I've canceled all my Sir, I know the Constitution, okay?
The sovereign citizen is no stranger to the police. Van Balian has made several videos about this sovereign citizen getting arrested in several different states. This sovereign citizen claims they have no jurisdiction or authority over him, which is clearly untrue, because if he really thought the police had no jurisdiction over him, he would have never pulled over.
Hey, you don't have to reach over.
No, sir, guys, just relax, okay?
We're fine, I'm fine, we're relaxed.
You're on Instagram Live. I have about 50,000 followers.
I understand.
And I don't
anything?
No, sir, I'm a traveler.
I understand. Can you step out for me?
Sir, have I done anything wrong?
No, we're trying to figure that out, but right now you have no license. I don't know who you are and your car's unregistered.
Yeah, but that's not a crime, sir.
Well,
so,
car
okay, and since you are escalating, can you please get your sergeant out here?
Sure.
Thank you, sir. And since you are gonna physically remove me from my vehicle, so you have to take my notice because this is public notice to your agency, and it becomes incumbent and advantageous for you to read it because it's legally binding. From the moment I hand you this, it's legally binding. So take this, sir.
You're in the Mass Ave area. Make your way down.
So he's refusing to take my documents here.
They're not taking your documents because they're fake. You printed them off a sovereign citizen website. They're meaningless. They are absolutely worthless.
What's your name and your badge number, sir? What's your name, sir? Sir, what's your name?
My name's Al.
What's your badge number?
636.
Thank you, sir. You're the conducting officer in this incident?
Now I am. I'm calling a supervisor.
All right, here you go.
Again, I don't need that, sir.
See, that's actually it's actually illegal for him to refuse a public notice. It's actually reckless negligence because now if he violates my rights, he's liable for damages, and we will be filing damages for. I'm just a traveler, man. I live in my van, dog, and I'm just standing up for my rights in a world full of oppression. I turned on my interior lights and put down my windows so you guys. Right. I'm just.
I saw the license plate. We the
Yeah,
people.
we the people, man. You got.
Talk to you.
Yeah, you've taken an oath to protect and defend the Constitution, bro.
You want to defend the other drivers on the road who might be, because you don't have insurance or anything.
Yeah, right? Yes, I do, sir. If you would take a minute, I have.
Show me insurance.
I am legally bonded under a silver bond. I am indemnified.
Okay.
I am totally legal. Okay, I'm trying to explain to you, sir. You're just disregarding me because. Listen, you have been hired to enforce public policy. Mm-hmm. I've canceled those contracts. I am now a private.
So what do you do in the winter? Do you drive this car in the winter?
Yeah,
yeah. You shovel the roads yourself?
No, there's no.
You use the taxpayers' dollars when you want to travel in the winter.
HJR 192, Public Law 73-10. They did away with money in 1933, sir.
You serious?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What did you buy this car with?
Fiat currency, because it's the accepted method of exchange today. So, I'm just trying to explain to you, sir. You're not willing to take my document.
Fiat exchange 1933.
Yeah.
You get away with money. You're traveling from South Carolina. Your name is Thomas. I'm hearing you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm hearing you work for the NEA Action Trust, right? You got an open container gasoline in your car, which is not really good. Very dangerous. You know, we're just concerned about you.
All right, appreciate your concern, sir. I'm not trying to. I'm just standing up for my rights. You know, you don't have any rights if you don't stand for them. You know, and see how you could easily violated me, and if I would allow you to, the general public just allows you to do that. You actually broke the law by opening my door.
I did, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah, you did. You can't do that. I didn't give you permission. You need a constitutionally lawful warrant in order to touch my property. You cannot deprive me of my property or without due process of law, sir.
I understand.
So am I being detained right now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually $10,000 per incident. If you don't have a constitutionally lawful warrant signed by a magistrate judge in wet ink, you can't illegally detain me unless you have reasonable articulate suspicion that I'm in the process of committing a crime or probable cause. Do you have any of those, sir?
Yep.
You have reasonable articulate suspicion that I've committed a crime?
Yes, I do.
What crime was committed?
Driving without a license.
That's a traffic infraction.
Driving without a license. No,
Is
it's
it
actually criminal in this state, sir. You'd be arrested for it.
No.
Like I said, we have a supervisor on our way. We're going to talk to him and find out what's
Under the
going on,
Constitution, these are victimless crimes, sir. That's what the problem is in America. Well, I'm standing against victimless crimes.
You're going to talk to the supervisor. He's probably the smartest guy here.
Sounds
so
good.
Here we go with the "it's a victimless crime" argument. A crime doesn't need to have a victim. And let's say, for example, you're traveling down the road without a license, registration, or insurance, and you hit another car, or worse, a pedestrian. Well then, now you have a victim. Sovereign citizens think they're above the law and don't need a license, but everyone else has to have a license. Like, that logic makes no sense whatsoever.
Sounds good, brother. I think he should inform you about being recklessly negligent
I'm sure he will.
and not accepting my documents because you're legally bound right now. The American National People of the Creator will we have our whole legal. We have a federal court case filed.
This is going to be an Instagram, you said, or YouTube?
Yeah.
What is this on?
This is on my Instagram channel, which is The Gift of Eternal Life.
Okay.
And I also post it on Facebook as well. So I have a large following. I educate officers and I also educate the public on public and private law. Okay. So, and I'm one of the lead investigators with the National Action Task Force.
This is Lieutenant Flynn. You can explain your situation.
Sounds good. I was trying to give him public notice of my private capacity. He's refused multiple times. I'm just educating. I educate the officers and the public on public and private law. So I've canceled all my government contracts. I'm now living in the private. This is my private conveyance. I've canceled my license. I no longer contract with the government. Okay, and I have the Constitution right here. You guys took in an oath to protect and defend my constitutional right to privacy. You guys cannot force me to contract with government agencies. And I cancel my license. Black's law definition of driving is to be.
And you canceled it? So you canceled it from
Yeah,
what state?
Minnesota. So here's official notice to your agency. You must take this, sir, because it becomes legally binding once you. And if you refuse it, it's reckless negligence because it informs you about my rights. And if you violate them, my nation's embassy is in California, and here's our international 35-page notice, which is registered and with the Secretary of State's office in Washington D.C. and in Singapore. Here's my private identification, which is copyrighted, and I'm legally indemnified through our silver bond, which is my legally.
I asked you to control the run on everything.
Yeah, I've canceled all my contracts. I've canceled all my contracts. I'm no longer in your.
You did have one though. Could you pass us that ID, please?
2018. Yeah, and this goes with it. So this is legal notice that goes with my ID. Legal notice in order to all.
And this is an ID,
Yeah.
which is what?
My American national identification. This is for your agency as well, sir. You guys must take this notice.
And
See, they're refusing again, guys. I have like 50,000 followers that are watching as well, so I'm just informing you guys because if you don't have any rights if you don't stand for them. In a world full of oppression right now, they're taking all of our rights from us. I just canceled all my contracts and I put my hand in God's hand and was like, God, take my hand because what's going to happen if we just let you guys keep plowing us like this? It's going to be, what I'm saying? So people are watching. Look at all the love I'm getting. Hallelujah, guys.
appreciate that.
Yeah, no, follow me on Instagram. I got quite a few. I travel all over and I get pulled over all the time.
You must live a really pathetic life if you have to brag to the officers about how many times you've been pulled over.
What's the second life? What was it again?
The gift of eternal life.
Gift of eternal life.
Yeah, on Instagram.
So that's the ID that you have right there, the gift of eternal life. That's what that.
No, that's my private identification. Yeah. Thomas Humphrey. Yeah.
So when we run you in Minnesota, you can have a Minnesota license?
Nope, it's all canceled. I'm not even, they say they're not even finding me in the computer.
When was the last time you mentioned you get pulled over quite a bit? When was the last time you got pulled over?
It's been a while actually. You know, you guys are the first ones, but I mean, I've been pulled over like, that's like why I'm so popular, because they pull me over all the time. And you know what I'm saying? He's like not even trying to hear what I have to say, but a lot of people, a lot of officers are interested. They know I'm not just talking out the side of my mouth.
We have a job to do as well.
Right. You guys are hired to uphold public policy, which they're actually liable. You know what I'm saying? When you contract. But I've sent in notice. I've sent in all the documentation canceling my contracts due to the lack of full disclosure on their end. Is my right to travel freely and unencumbered and unfettered on the common way of mankind during this time. That's Supreme Court justice who ruled since the 1800s. If it's the common way of travel during your time, it's a God-given, unalienable right. No government agency can restrict your freedom to travel.
And it's Minnesota. That was the last place you.
Yeah.
You're living out of your car now.
Yeah. I've been living on my car since COVID hit and all that.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So.
In terms of Massachusetts, when was the last time you pulled over in Massachusetts?
Never. I'm just visiting a friend here. I've been here for like 5 days.
From South Carolina, right?
No, I drove from South Carolina.
See, I also listened to everything he said.
Yeah, you were listening.
I heard everything.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we just had a flag raising ceremony for the 12 tribes of Israel, for the United Nations of Israel, and in South Carolina there. So that's where I was coming from. We raise our flags in the dedication to the Most High.
Friends in Cambridgeshire?
Yep. Yep.
Boston.
A friend. Yeah. Well, he's right down the street from here. So.
We're looking to see if you still have a license in Minnesota. And how about the vehicle itself?
This is mine. I purchased the vehicle. Yeah, it's my private property.
All right. And you're not going to show us the VIN. You're not going to.
No, it's my. I mean, it's my. Yeah, it's my right to privacy, because everything in your system is all registered and it's all part of the agency. Yep, took off the sticker because dude, it's my right to privacy. If you guys have to legally violate my rights, and you're gonna do it on a live stream, and I'm telling you, it's on page 3 in our documentation. Minimum penalties for trespassing upon American national rights are inherent natural rights, unwarranted pedestrian stops. $10,000 each incident, $5,000 for every 5 minutes illegally detained.
Hey, Sopsit, we don't live in your world of delusions and make-believe. We all live in reality. Perhaps you should join us. There is absolutely no chance he's gonna collect any money from his make-believe fake fee schedule.
If detained in handcuffs, it's $100,000 per incident, $10,000 for every 5 minutes detained after.
You're gonna be placed in handcuffs shortly, and I guarantee you're not getting $100,000.
A signed warrant must be present for an arrest to take place or a criminal act with an injured party. You guys must have reasonable articulate suspicion that I'm committing a crime or probable cause in order to illegally detain me. So, and we have a federal court case filed, which in case of one of your agents violate my rights, we're able to file claims against your legal liability bond. So, I mean, you're welcome to violate my rights if you want to, but I mean...
And tonight you're telling us that the car's unregistered, it's uninsured, and you have no license?
No, sir, it is insured. I'm trying to hand you my documents, okay? And you're refusing to take them?
So we have to verify it.
Yep. So this is official notice to what police department are you? Cambridge? All right, this is official notice to the Cambridge Police Department of my private capacity. Thank you. You've taken it. It becomes legally binding, and it is advantageous for you to read that.
Copy?
Yep, that's yours, sir. I have multiple copies. So it's advantageous for you to read that.
What about your vehicle? Is your vehicle insured?
Yes, that's my insurance. I'm bonded underneath our nation's silver bond, and it's for liability. The American national people of the Creator. If you believe I violated any laws or rights, you have to contact.
So it's not registered. The vehicle's not registered anywhere.
It's in a private trust.
So it's not registered.
No, it's not. No, not registered, sir.
Thomas, is that your name since you were born, or did you pick
Yes, yes. My
That's the name
name,
you said in your
Thomas
birth
Edward
certificate?
Humphrey. Yeah.
that? You went to middle school, high school, that name?
Yes.
Okay.
I've canceled all my contracts.
Well, there's usually a record still. That,
Yeah,
you know.
when you, there's no such thing as, you can't just expunge your record from the driver's license or anything else. So right now you're unregistered, you're uninsured,
I am.
and you're unlicensed.
I've canceled all my contracts. It's a Black's law definition of driving is to be engaged in commerce on public roads. I'm not a commercial driver. I'm a traveler, sir.
You're citing an additional Black's Law dictionary that's over 100 years old. I would highly suggest you get a modern version of the dictionary. And by the way, it's a dictionary. It's not a law book.
Good.
I mean, you're gonna take
I'll take it, yeah. Well, license and, right?
unregistered and uninsured, yeah.
Can you step off on me, Thomas, please?
Wow, guys, I live in here, man. This is.
With all due respect, I mean, we're treating you respectfully, and like you said, fines and penalties and everything's in there. So
What's that?
we're treating you with all due respect and whatnot. But step up, please.
So what, you guys tow my vehicle?
We're gonna talk to you about it. Step up.
All right. See, sometimes it just, they won't listen to you, but they've been put on notice, though, so.
We appreciate the respect.
Do you have any weapons on you or anything, Thomas?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you mind just face the cop on me?
Yeah.
was hit by a motor vehicle that was trying to
Again, you've been respectful. We appreciate that.
Yes. Why am I being put under arrest, though?
area.
Because you are driving unlicensed, sir. You're driving an unregistered
Okay.
vehicle, and you're driving an uninsured vehicle, okay? Do you have anything in your pocket that's going to poke their stick with?
No, sir.
Okay. Do me a favor, walk back here in front of my car.
Can you fix this? It's like stuck.
Is there anything in the vehicle?
No,
Would
sir.
you like your phone? Would you like your phone?
Yes, please, and I need my manila envelope.
All these papers?
Yeah.
In the phone? What else
Wagon
would you
2
like to take?
respond 100, 1764 and that's that.
Charger and
Appreciate you.
And to the surprise of nobody but himself, he's off to jail and his car is going to the tow yard. This sovereign citizen is deep down the rabbit hole and will never realize this sovereign citizen stuff doesn't work. The worst part of this, however, is that he's likely scammed other people into believing in this nonsense and that it actually works. I think it's only a matter of time before he's doing some prison time. As always, I would like to give a big shout out and thank you to all of my channel members for your support. I really appreciate all of your support and all of you are awesome. And that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you all for watching and be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.